Hey everybody, this is GGB. We're going to be getting into our third 3:30 game of the day. We've got about 5 more games to go over, so let's get into it. We got number 20 Texas, who's 5-2, only one loss in Big 12 play. Traveling to number 11 Oklahoma State, who's 5-1, still a playoff eligible football team, but coming off a heartbreaking loss to TCU for their first Big 12 loss. So both these teams are very much still in contention for the Big 12. So this is going to be a very big game when it comes to who's going to end up making it to the Big 12 championship game. This game could determine a lot. Texas is actually favored by 6 in this matchup on ABC. Quinn Ewers is back, I'd like to point out, but Hudson Card does have the better statistics just because he's played more games. So Hudson Card so far this year has gone 74-107, thrown for 923 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. Bijan Robinson on the ground has had 138 carries for 780 yards and 10 touchdowns. And Xavier Hardly Worthy has had 32 catches for 432 yards and 6 touchdowns. Spencer Hardly Sanders has gone 120-205, thrown for 1,639 yards, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Dominic Richardson on the ground has had 108 carries for 427 yards and 5 touchdowns. And Braden Johnson has had 20 catches for 398 yards and 3 touchdowns. Texas is 26-10 against Oklahoma State all time. Last game went to Okie State. The last win at home for Oklahoma State was in 2018. And they have won 5 out of the last 7 matchups between Texas and themselves. So this is going to be a pretty significant game here between the Longhorns and the Cowboys. I said that before, but I'd like to restate it. It's a huge game, Big 12-wise. And not only for Big 12, like playoff-wise, right? There's not that many playoff-eligible football teams left. There's like 4 in the Big 10, 4 in the ACC, 4 in the SEC. We got about 18, I think, playoff-eligible football teams left. Okie State is one of them. So they're one of the 18 left standing that still has a shot at the playoffs. And Okie State and Texas very much wants to end that shot. Because as well, Texas, I don't believe, actually has a legitimate chance at the playoffs. They are a only one-loss Big 12 team. And they do have a legitimate chance at the Big 12 championship. Sorry, tired. I'm recording these in the morning. Yeah, the Longhorns kind of need this win if they want to actually still have a chance of winning the Big 12 championship. And they have a good team this year, right? I think if Quinn Ewers doesn't go down, we're legitimately talking about an undefeated Longhorns team, which is just something that I didn't think I was going to say it ever. Ever since I've started watching football, Texas has been like 8 wins at the max every year. And some years, obviously last year, they didn't even make a bowl game. I'd like to point it. We got a new poster, guys. You guys should give hype for it in the comment section. Absolutely warming up the atmosphere. Oh, we also got a new towel. I don't know if you've noticed it. The Won't Back Down towel. It's pretty great. Also, don't forget the Baby Shark and Drew Brees. But Texas is a very good football team this year. Like, really, it's a good squad. And Quinn Ewers is leading very good offense. Now, last week against Iowa State, they struggled. But to be fair, every team that's good so far that's played Iowa State has struggled at least a little bit. I mean, you look at the Kansas game. I think Kansas is a good football team. They struggled against Iowa State. Kansas State, I think, won by 1 point against Iowa State. Like, good teams have struggled against Iowa State. It's a solid football team. That's the big test for Texas. You're going to be on the road. Obviously favored, but this is a big game if you want to make it to the Big 12 championship game. Remember, Texas controls their fate because TCU's still got to play Texas and Kansas State's both still have to play Texas. I think this game could be really close. I think Oklahoma State for sure covers the spread. Give me Texas to win this one. I like Texas in a close matchup.